these purple-eyed daisies. Gorgeous. Tall, taller than the others. Well, it's Saturday and it's 82 degrees out at it's almost 10 a.m. I'm out a little later than I like to come out. Humidity is 72%. I've really just been out not even 5 minutes and I'm drenched. But I am going to harvest some peppers today. Thank you so much for joining me. The first peppers I'm going to harvest are the Sugar Rush peaches. Now this plant typically gets bigger than other varieties of pepper plants. You can see here they're getting smaller and smaller. But then the green bells, the bells are pretty big down there too. But this plant apparently can get up to 5 feet tall, though it's not in here. I would say it's about maybe 2.5 feet tall. And the Sugar Rush peach is spicy. On the Scoville scale, or the SHU, it's between a jalapeno and a habanero. Which is, I think, 50,000 to 100,000, depends on when you harvest it. And it's a fairly hot pepper. It's similar in strength to like a cayenne pepper. And it's supposed to be fruity, crunchy, and spicy. So it appears that the peppers on the bottom are more mature, and that one actually is a nice peach color. So I'm harvesting some of the large ones because I want to use them in a recipe, but I'm going to leave a lot of them on here to get them to turn this nice peach color. But I have a lot on here, and they're small, about 2 inches. So I'm going to leave them on. And now I'm going to move on to the orange pepperoncinis, which are not orange. They still have to turn orange, so I'm not going to be harvesting any today. They're going to be about 3 inches. Right now they look about 2 inches. They're a mild hot pepper, if you think those even exist, because a jalapeno is considered mild also. But we're going to leave these on a little bit longer until they turn orange. And moving on to the Buena Mulatas, these I am definitely harvesting today. So there's a rose bush right behind the peppers here. Okay, Buena Mulatas. That rose can be deadheaded. These are turning red. See, these are starting to turn. So the Buena Mulatas are part of the cayenne family. They are the mildest out of all the cayenne varieties, so that's what I hear. But these are pretty hot. They're hotter than a jalapeno. These are, I think, 30,000 to 50,000 Scoville units. I'm really not that savvy on peppers, you know, the heat and so forth, but I love hot peppers. I love spicy food. And these I had in my salad not too long ago. But I'm going to harvest these, and I'm going to be making something like cowboy candy and little pepper sauce. I'm going to like make a little pepper sauce and put them in like little small ice cube trays so I can have them frozen, and I can just put a cube or whatever into whatever I'm making to give it some spice. And these are supposed to have fruity notes in them. Moving over to the jalapenos. Now the Phileas Blue. These are the second prettiest peppers, in my opinion, to the Buena Mulatas. Just gorgeous. And these are spicy too. They are, I think, 40 to 50,000 when they are young, purple, and they get sweeter or not as spicy when they're red. So you can pick them at any stage of ripening, which I'm going to do right now. I actually like to dry these in the dehydrator, and they're like little explosions of pepper seeds, you know, like hot pepper flakes when they're dried. You know, they're crunchy. I just squeeze them and pop them into some soup or sprinkle over my pizza. You know, so I dehydrate them. I keep them in an airtight container on the counter and just grab one or two when I want to add a couple of pepper flakes or something. Okay, moving on over to the bell peppers. These are red bells at the green stage. Let's see, there they are. So, nice grouping on here, and then next to it are the green bells, which I've already harvested 2 from here. These are still small, so I'm not going to pick them today, but I do have some more growing, and the tobacco plant is leaning on them, so I'm going to try to move that off. In this first grow bag here on the row is 2 different kind of peppers. So this is the Lesia, and it's sharing a bag with shishitos. Here's a tiny one, not yet ready. And shishitos are actually sweet. Now, let's see what's going on with the peppers in the bigger in-ground garden. Yep, there he goes. Am I interrupting your breakfast? Okay, this plant here is going to be green bell peppers, and it's just starting to flower. It really was crowded out or shaded out by the zucchini plant. This pepper plant also being shaded out by the zucchini plant is a lilac bell. So these are going to be little purple ones, and they're just starting to flower. Okay, and I have some shishitos. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, shishitos. These are great for barbecuing. You know, searing. You can even do it in a pan on your stove. Just blister the skin. So delicious. On my way out, I noticed a couple of cucumbers. I'm going to grab 2. Oh yeah, these are ready. These are nice. I think they're going to store well too. But who knows? Won't have to store them for too long because I don't have too many. I got to pull the other ones up and put those in here. So I am part of 2 collaborations. One is Garden Tour Saturday, hosted by Grandma Sandy. And the other is Let's Share Our Plant Success or Disaster Stories that is hosted by Janita from Janita's BF Well Wishes Garden. I will put their links in the comments below. And my disaster story for today is this poor lavender tree I picked up. It was blooming, the blooms went, and then the tree went. The roots don't seem to have ever took hold in this pot I put it in. I have, this stuff trying to keep it straight, but it's just, I could pull that out. It was never really well established. Still smells beautiful, but it's a disaster story. So I'm gonna cut it all the way back. Who knows, maybe it'll make a comeback next year. This is the first time I bought a lavender tree, so we'll see how it goes. Right now, it's a disaster. But the Joe Pye weed that I planted, I think maybe the same time in this pot, is doing beautifully, starting to flower. And there are co-hosts to these collaborations too, which I will put in here also. Very fun collaborations. So thank you very much, friends, family, and pollinators, for visiting my garden. And I hope to see you soon. Well, I was hoping to get more peppers in this, so I think all of these are going to go in for some pepper sauce.